I do to make you understand. You're the apple of my eyes. I'm doing what I can. You're the rhythm in my chest when the day gets heavy. You're my sun, my moon, my everything. Oh, oh, oh. What can I do to make you really see? Every beat I've got is beating for you only. You're the apple of my eyes, my sweetest dream. Oh, oh, my sun, my moon, my everything.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Let's go. Let's go.
Understand. You're the apple of my eyes. I'm doing what I can. You're the rhythm in my chest when the day gets heavy. You're my sun, my moon, my everything. Oh, 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 oh. What can I do to make you really see? Every beat I've got is beating for you only. You're the apple of my eyes, my sweetest dream. Oh, oh, my sun, my moon, my everything. What can I do to make you understand? You're the apple of my eyes. I'm doing what I can. You're the rhythm in my chest when the day gets heavy. You're my sun, my moon, my everything. Oh, 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 oh. What can I do to make you really see? Every beat I've got is beating for you only. You're the apple of my eyes, my sweetest dream. Oh, oh, my sun, my moon, my everything.
How's the morning, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the political replay. This is very impromptu, right? Imagine in the morning it's about 1 o'clock, 1:13 here in Belgium, and it is like 12 o'clock in Liberia, and we are coming live. It is impromptu. It is unusual for us to do that, but for the sake of nation, we got to do that. Look, guys, I was tired. Okay, welcome to the podcast. Share the podcast. I'm going to do that right now. See, I got my phone in my hand, right? Let me share the podcast. They get more people coming on the platform here tonight. Okay, there's your platform. Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let me take it from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. Okay, 11. Okay, I'm still going. All right. Okay, now I'm sharing to a lot of groups. Share the podcast. Okay, we already here already long tonight. Okay, but let's take this intro. I've been developing a lot of music, for the intro because the issue of copyright has become an issue. You want to play something that you really love, but you can't play it because a lot of people copyright infringement. You have to consider it because Facebook take it very, very seriously. Tell me in the comment section where you are watching from. Tell me that if you already share the video, I will see you on my phone here. Okay, I will go to the metrics. I'll go to my dashboard and see. So if you lie to me, forget it. Share the show to somebody. Okay, just your friends. Okay, you hit the share button, then you go to Messenger. You click almost all of your friends and just share it to them. Then you come back again. You click the share button and then you share it to all of the groups that you know and you are a part of. Okay, that is going to make the show very, 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 very broad. Okay, so that is it tonight. It's Easter. Okay, Christ is going to be resurrecting tomorrow. Okay, but we can't feel sad. Christ's resurrection is a symbolism of We being free is freedom. So we must wake up. Whatever you've been having that has been confronting you and holding you down, it is about time. At this time of the year, is telling you to rise up above what is confronting you, that is keeping you down, because you are bigger than your problems. Trust you me. You are bigger than your problems. Do not allow it to hold you down. Guys, share the podcast. They have some 1 hour conversation tonight, okay? I slept a lot because I was very tired. I couldn't come on the time I wanted to come on, but it is Easter. But there's something great that is about to happen for Liberia, okay? Taf is in Liberia. Mustafa is in Liberia. You know what's been going on? A few times we're breaking homes down. Because we have to develop. We have to open the corridors to build more roads. We have to stop the reason of people getting to work late, where you have to go under through the Somalia Drive, Gallantville, Chocolate City, okay, and get along the bridge that get to Vatan and go up. Or otherwise, you have to go to Pinsville, ERWD Junction, Congo Town, the old road, and then you go to town, okay? Those issues have to stop. We have to develop, okay? But before I continue tonight, let's take some of the very, that takes the one. Let's take this.
From the village to the capital, the journey wasn't paved in gold. Born with little but a dream, and a mother brave and bold. Raised by uncles, guided by hands only heaven could send. Destiny help us on the road where the mountain meets the wind. Oh, the story of a humble flame, rising through the storm and rain. President BOAKAI, may the skies above Liberia stay bright. Thank you for Mama Liberia. Thank you for restoring hope again. You turn the whisper to a nation's song. From the footsteps of the fields to the leader of the land, carry the prayers of the people gently in your hand. Not a crown made of diamonds, just a heart that understands that the greatest kind of power is to serve where you stand. And we ride on the wings of tomorrow. No more shadows, no more sorrow. With gratitude we stand as one under freedom's rising sun. President BOAKAI, may your light forever guide the way. Thank you for Mama Liberia. Thank you for restoring hope again. Your story lives in every child who dreams. President BOAKAI, may your light forever guide the way. Thank you for Mama Liberia. Thank you for restoring hope again. Your story lives in every child who dreams. If you'd like a short version, a chorus on, or a different style.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing great. Look, there is the rebirth of Liberia. Okay, look, Liberia will rise. One thing I can tell people is that, for the younger generation, we have to be careful, okay? We have to be careful. First of all, let me begin to recognize those of you who are already on the podcast tonight. Emmanuel Boine Emmanuel Bowen Wampa. How you doing, my brother? I hope you're doing okay. Samuel Salabasa is here tonight again. He was on the podcast last night. Welcome, my brother. Welcome. I hope you're doing great. Mark Lavela, how you doing, my brother? Thomas Gray, Philip Babla, how you doing, my brother? Koto Sally, Kim Clark, how you doing? Lincoln D. Guanco, how you doing? Daros Roberts, how you doing? Kim, okay, Kim is there again. Guys, keep sharing the podcast and tag your friends to come on the podcast tonight. It's Easter. It's Easter, okay? And Easter is all about the resurrection of Christ. Okay, so let me see if I can brighten this thing a little bit, but no, I don't. Okay, let me see if I can get it from here. Let me see if I can put the light on from here. Okay, let me see if there's a little bit of difference in the reflection. Okay, so I just put the light on. Okay, so how y'all doing tonight? There was somebody who was watching from Tapata City. Okay, I hope I can get you. If you are watching from Tapata City is in the house tonight. Please comment in the section and tell me Tapata City. Let me be able to recognize you because there's a great news coming out of Tapata City. Okay, the asphalt paved road there going to Tapata City, Liberia. Gentlemen, look, guys, let me tell you, our country, no matter what has happened, what we've been through as a people, we will resurrect and be the country that we are ought to be. Let me play this song and wish our President Joseph Yuma BOAKAI, a happy Easter week, he and his family, his children. That Liberia love you. We want to say thank you for everything that you do. I love this president with every fabric that runs through my body, my blood, my veins. I'm telling you guys, share the podcast. Let's play this.
I do to make you understand. You're the apple of my eyes. I'm doing what I can. You're the rhythm in my chest when the day gets heavy. You're my sun, my moon, my everything. Oh, 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 oh. What can I do to make you really see? Every beat I've got is beating for you only. You're the apple of my eyes, my sweetest dream. Oh, oh, my sun, my moon, my everything.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing great there. Everybody, I hope you're doing great.
What can I do to make
Keep
you
sharing the podcast.
understand?
It's Easter,
You're
okay?
the apple of my eyes. I'm doing what I can. You're the rhythm in my chest when the day gets heavy. You're my sun, my moon, my everything. Oh, oh, oh. What can I do to make you really see? Every beat I've got is beating for you only. You're the apple of my eyes, my sweetest dream. Oh, oh, my sun, my moon, my everything.
So, guys, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast tonight. The opposition have ran with a lot of stories. We have a government that is really focused on improving the life of the Liberian people. That we have to emphasize. Okay, just 1 minute, guys. Let me. I like lights. Let me put this light on. Okay. Yeah. I like lights. I like lights when I'm on the podcast. Okay. Even not regularly when I'm home, I like lights to be on. Okay. And so there is something big for Liberia. Something really big for Liberia that is up. Mustafa Nenji is a sort of Senegal. Okay. There's a guy who has begun a movement across Africa. You know, there is something for those of you who have now traveled to the West, or even you are in Africa. Most of the time you see the Western media, what they portray about Africa is not Africa. We have beautiful countries in Africa. But what the Western media have portrayed about Africa is Africans are beggars. So if you are a Westerner who wants to visit Africa, have enough money in your purse or your wallet or your bag to be able to help impoverished people. That is what most of the Western media have shown to the rest of the world. So the movement, the revolution that Mustafa Njai have taken across Africa is going to revolutionize Africa. Most especially people who live in lower income homes, people who are renting. And with our budget going along the 1.2 billion, where President BOAKAI wants Liberia by 2030 to be a middle income country. He's coming to Liberia, drive and link Liberia and the president's agenda to wanting to lift Liberia to a middle income country. Okay. Let me guys, 1 minute. Let me put the laptop battery. 1 minute. Let me plug the laptop. Okay. The battery is low, otherwise it's going to go off. For those of you who know about these things, you know that once the battery is charged, it is important to remove the charger, or you keep putting pressure on the battery while the battery is already charged on the laptop. Okay. So it aligns with the president arrest agenda. Affordable housing facilities. Look, it's just a prelude to what we will talk about tomorrow. Okay. We're going to talk about this extensively tomorrow. Okay. So Mustafa is in country. Monday, he will be meeting with the president, or it is very possible that privately he can meet with the president tomorrow. Okay. Because this guy is a wave. He's not wasting time. He's like a river flowing through Africa as a whole. Okay. Liberia is the fourth country that he's coming in. I communicated with him. Let me just say that to you people. I communicated with him because the first time I got to know about Mustafa, it is a brother from Canada who sent me the video about Mustafa. It intrigued me. There was the project that he was carrying on in Nigeria. Okay. And my brother told me, he said, Albert, you guys are in this media business, especially social media, okay, and you have this influence. If you can reach out to this guy, there are other people who are reaching out, but it's good for people from within the social media sector to be able to reach out to this guy also, to be able to amplify, that he has to come to Liberia, because this guy wants to invest in Africa to build 1 million homes. That is his initial goals. This is the guy's initial goal, to build the first 1 million affordable income home for Africa. Now, this is what you call the citizen of Africa. He's patriotic. This guy could just invest and make Gambia the biggest city in Africa. Okay? That guy could just invest and make Gambia the biggest city in Africa. But that guy decided to take this development. It is an African development, it is an African revolution. He wants to take this development all around Africa. Even though in his business, he's going to get his capital back. He's going to get profit. Okay? But he is going to leave a giant step in every African country that he goes. Liberia is the 4th. Now, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Let's listen to a bit of this music from Joseph Yuma BOAKAI. Okay, but Joseph Yuma BOAKAI, I wrote it, okay? And then after that, he's going to introduce himself. Let's go. Let's
Just tell me.
My name is Mustafa Njai and the CEO of TAF Africa Global. My story begins not with a blueprint for skyscraper, but with the passion to shape wood and discipline to teach. I was born, educated, raised and trained in the Gambia. In 1975, fresh out of high school, I started my working career as a woodwork teacher. It was a humble beginning, but it taught me that building something lasting requires precision, patience, and a purpose. 2 years later, I traded the classroom for the construction site. I began my construction career as an engineer's assistant with an international British firm called Balfour Beatty. That was my university. I walked through every trade from the ground up with 2 other international construction firms, learning the craft from the inside out. By 1990, armed with that global experience and a local vision, I founded my own company. For the next decade, we built for others. But in the year 2000, I took a leap of faith and became the pioneer of private housing development in the Gambia. We proved that home ownership was not just a dream for the few, but a possibility for the many. That belief in possibility drove us to expand. In 2012, we took our expertise to Nigeria, landing in Port Harcourt, River State. There we built the biggest housing estate in the entire South-South region of the country. That project was a testament to what happens when vision meets execution. But even with that success, I knew that housing was still out of reach for the vast majority of Africans. The gap between the need and the supply was growing. We were building houses, but we weren't yet building communities at the scale required to move the needle. So in 2021, I embarked on a new vision, not just to build houses, but to build the future of Africa. I set a goal that many considered impossible: to build 1 million affordable homes through the creation of entirely new cities. Today, TAF Africa Global is registered in 9 African countries. We are no longer a construction company, we are a movement for urban transformation. The first step in this journey was TAF City, which started in 2021 in the Gambia. Sitting on 500 hectares of land, this new city is twice the size of our capital, Banjul. It is proof that we can build sustainable modern communities that honor our heritage while embracing the future. Our work soon caught the attention of leaders across the continent who share this urgency. In 2023, at the invitation of His Excellency President Dr. Julius Maada Bio of Sierra Leone, TAF Salone was born. On 500 hectares of land, we are developing 5,000 affordable homes, complete with essential amenities that turn a house into a home and a plot of land into a thriving community. Then in 2024, we returned to Nigeria at the invitation of the Executive Governor of River State, Sir Similaye Fubara, we signed a public-private partnership to develop 20,000 affordable homes. This project spans 1,000 hectares of land. It is a commitment to scale, showing that when the public and the private sector align, we can solve the housing deficit. Today, in the Gambia, Sierra Leone, and Nigeria, the cranes are in the air, the foundations are laid, and the families have already started moving in. We are building these cities in phases, not waiting for a ribbon cutting to hand over of the keys, but delivering homes to people now while we continue to grow the community around them. This brings us to today. The work in those three nations has created a ripple effect. Through the power of social media and the voices of the people, word has spread. There is a popular demand for the model of development, a demand of dignity, for affordability, and for quality. It is by this popular demand and at the invitation of Your Excellency, the President of Liberia, that we are here. We stand committed to this nation with the same conviction we brought to our homeland, to Sierra Leone, and to Nigeria. We're here to develop new cities for the people of Liberia. We're here to build more than just structures. We're here to build affordable housing with reliable amenities. We're here to create communities where Liberian families can put down roots, build wealth, and thrive for generations to come. So therefore, from a woodwork teacher in the Gambia to a developer building new cities across West Africa, my journey has been defined by one simple truth. A house is more than bricks and mortar. It is the foundation of a stable life, a prosperous family, and a strong nation. We have started, we are building, and together we will reach 1 million homes.
What can I do to make you understand? You're the apple of my eyes. I'm doing what I can. You're the rhythm in my chest when the day gets heavy. You're my sun, my moon, my everything. What can I do to make you really see? Every beat I've got is beating for you only. You're the apple of my eyes, my sweetest dream. My sun, my moon, my everything.
Look, gentlemen, look. Fatu Zobon, how you doing, sister? How you doing? Okay, sweetheart. She started just right. Bishop Michael Pakala Francis said it. He said, "Our statement will rise." I can tell anybody, if you sit today and fool yourself, maybe because of your stomach, and say, I didn't have a food to eat today. Look, let me tell you, all around the world, even in these countries that we live, that send aid to Liberia, like the Belgium, the European Union, the Americas, the state you do not want to live in the United States is the state of Louisiana. It has some of the poorest people in the world, but yet there's a country that is spending billions of dollars on war. There's a country that is sending millions of dollars to Africa, but yet it has so many impoverished people in the United States. Nobody should ever tell you that Liberia is an exception to people living an impoverished life. It's not what we want for our country. And that is why this president is fighting every other day. He doesn't sleep. This man goes to his house most time after 10 o'clock in the night. He has to leave from his house in the morning around 8 to 9 o'clock. Finding means that on the phone with ministers, fighting to have solution for this country. And yet, most of you sit and allow some people who are malnourished in the mind, in the head, to want to put you around to create chaos in the country. While you have a leader, a president, a leader that have risen to the fray to face all obstacles that confront our country, to make sure that this generation, the generation that is to come after us, that Liberia can be a place where you can have jobs. Now, what Mustafa intends to do in Liberia, that is why, I suppose specifically, because most of the things that endanger investment in Liberia comes from the national legislature. Okay? I'll come to you, Victor. I'll answer your question, Victor. Victor asked a question here. Okay. Victor said, what is his dream for Liberia? How many housing is he going to build in Liberia? It's just what I was up to my brother Victor. Okay. It depends, because this is going to be a concession. It's not a 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, 500,000 US dollar investment we're talking about. We're talking about the millions. We are talking about the millions. Building affordable homes all around Africa. No, this guy comes from a very humble beginning. He's like you, my brother Victor. Even though I do not know you, but from a Liberian setting, more than 70% of us come from some of the impoverished background. I came from there, and I come from there. I'm still this guy. I'm just lucky to be on the shows of Liberia today, to be able to podcast to you at this moment. But that is my background. We are from an impoverished background. And this guy came from there. Fortunate to have been educated, smart, went to the UK, studied, did carpentry. But later on, said, no, carpentry is not just enough. Further studied into the architecture industry. Worked for some of the biggest company in London. But this brother of Africa said, this is not enough. I have not forgotten where I come from. I come from an impoverished background. I have to give back to my country. A dream must begin somewhere. It must have a foundation. And so the guy began in the Gambia. I hope I'm answering your question, my brother Victor. And after years, this brother has had a dream to transform Africa, especially people who are in the lower income bracket. Now, there are many people on the post that I made. People say, Albert, it's better that the government gave the entire Sony wing, okay, Nuclear Town, the whole beach area. But to do that, it is costly, my people. The government will have to relocate people. Emma Carson, how you doing, sweetheart? How are you doing? Okay, mama. The government will have to relocate people. It's costly. But should we sacrifice? What can we do as a country, as a nation? This man is going to meet the president on Monday or tomorrow, maybe a special meeting with the president. He hoped, what he's hoped this morning was tomorrow or Monday, if he meets the president, that he's going to sign an MOU or be able to enter some agreement with the government, and hope that he can start the project in Liberia. Look, we have so many vast and wasteland in Liberia. All these things that the people are crying, government is demolishing house. Look, let me tell you, development comes with tears and pains, excruciating pains. It comes with development. Don't mind these pay agents that are paid by our brothers and other sisters and other networks outside of Liberia, in Europe and America, where they know that what you've done to your country to build illegally on land that you do not own. In other ways, where the government is supposed to develop the country to create and construct more roads, you went and illegally built there. They know that in these Western countries, they cannot do that. They know that. But what they're telling you, do you think it is themselves that are telling you that? They've been paid through the bourgeois, the capitalists, those who will be coming around 2029 to tell you they want your vote. But how can you give your vote to them when you have a populist government? So what they can do is to pass through some of the popular network that is the spoon, some of the popular social media platforms to drive the agenda. So all of the things that you hear some of these social media platforms telling you, it is not from them. It is from the capitalists. Those who capitalize the platforms and the radio stations to come and tell you what you want to hear because of the existing conditions in the country. But this government, if you can go back and review yourself from 2005 to 2011, 2017, 2023 to 2026, what has been the difference? Sometimes you do not consider what has been the difference in your life. But what has been the difference, the shift in agenda of the country? Do we think about that? Or just ourselves and the stomach democracy? Okay? So, my brother Bill Dolo said, I just want to appreciate him ever so much for remembering our country, Mama Liberia. Big brother thanks to JMB and JKK for their strong advocacy. Liberia shall rise. Indeed, Liberia shall rise. Anybody can be the Joseph Human BOAKAI tomorrow. This man comes from a very humble beginning. He comes from a humble beginning. And that is why you see I wrote this song and I asked AI to play it for me. Okay?
From the village to the capital, the journey wasn't paved in gold. Born with little but a dream, and a mother brave and bold. Raised by uncles, guided by hands only heaven could send. Destiny helpers on the road where the mountain meets the wind. Oh, the story of a humble flame, rising through the storm and rain. President BOAKAI, may the skies above Liberia stay bright. Thank you for Mama Liberia. Thank you for restoring hope again. You turn the whisper to a nation's song. From the footsteps of the fields to the leader of the land, carrying the prayers of the people gently in your hand. Not a crown made of diamonds, just a heart that understands that the greatest kind of power is to serve where you stand. And we ride on the wings of tomorrow. No more shadows, no more sorrow. With gratitude we stand as one under freedom's rising sun. President BOAKAI, may your light forever guide the way. Thank you for Mama Liberia. Thank you for restoring hope again. bring hope again. Your story lives in every child who dreams. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hey, how you doing, right? Yes, Rebels, how you doing? You know, when I was writing this song, I do not have the voice to sing, you know. But thanks to technology now that you are able to write a song, even if you do not have the voice to sing, okay, you can put you can input it into the app and allow another voice to generate and sing the song for you. So when I wrote this song with very strong conviction. I omitted certain part of this song because I wrote this song for the president's birthday. Okay, so there's a part that will say "Happy Birthday, President BOAKAI." So I'll omit it because at this point in time it's not the president's birthday. So I'll omit it to be able to make the song a generous one. But it's really beautiful. Yes, our sweetheart, how you doing, my love? I hope you're doing okay there. In Minnesota, I hope you're doing great there, my love. Okay, so guys, there's an impromptu podcast, okay, meant to showcase what we will be talking about tomorrow. Okay, there's a greater prospect for our country, where we've come from, where we are going. We have to remove this blanket or comforter of partisanship from over us. Let's not feel, even if we have to go through the cold and come back and foster our country to a better place. We have to do that. Because where Joe BOAKAI is taking this country right now, we cannot take it back to another place. I am living in the wisdom of this man. I love him so much. We have not had a president of this since the 80s. I don't want to go back to the 90s or early 2000. We haven't. And that is why I express my love for him like almost every other day.
I do to make you understand. You're the apple of my eyes. I'm doing what I can. You're the rhythm in my chest when the day gets heavy. You're my sun, my moon, my everything. Oh, what can I do to make you really see? Every beat I've got is beating for you only. You're the apple of my eyes, my sweetest dream. Oh, my sun, my moon, my everything.
Hey guys, it's just a prelude on about how the show will be like tomorrow. We're going to fire up. We've upgraded the platform. Okay.
What can I do to make you?
I'm sorry, guys. My hand hit the stuff right now. Okay. Okay, my baby is doing okay. Yasa says she's doing okay. That's great. I hope she says she's doing okay. That's great. So Yasa, you distracted me right now. Okay, so and what I would say here is that we've upgraded the show. Okay, now what you're seeing right now, we are podcasting on 3 different channels right now. Okay, and tomorrow we are coming back with the same. What I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to put this in the same studio, and for me to be inputting every day, it takes a lot for me to do. That is why I came late. I came on late tonight because I have to re-import. So I think I'll have to use the same studio all of the time. We've upgraded. Okay, like right now, what we're doing, you see up on Facebook, we are not really streaming from Facebook. We are streaming from outside of Facebook into Facebook. Okay, and we pay for all of these features. Okay, and you see the police emblem there. Okay, we want to serve as advocates for the police. The police is a force of good. The police is a force that comes to help make our community safe for every one of us. And in Liberia, we have to have all the knowledge that the police is not your enemy. Okay. When we go against the law, the police have to enforce the law, because at the end of the day, if everybody goes against the law and there is no law and order, there will be a state of cannibalism in Liberia, hooligans, where nobody can be held responsible for their actions. So you may think sometimes you are doing the right thing, but you are not doing the right thing. You are against the law, and the police have to effect the law. And sometimes when you see these things happen, people are fighting the police in the streets, from the kekes to the taxi drivers to the bus drivers and everything we see around the country. And so we try to make ourselves ambassador of bridging the peace between the community and the police. So we decided to put the police emblem as part of the background of our daily life podcast, so we can talk about the police and understand what the police is about. Look, let me tell you, from the early 2000s, the police that we had is not the police in 2026. In the early 2000s, we have the SOD. We had the SOD. We do not have the SOD today. We have the ERU. It's the emergency response unit, but they are actively trained into paramilitary also to be able to withstand and resist some situation that is normally above the position of the regular police officer. So sometimes when you see ERU coming into your community as a response unit, they are not your enemies. They are there to protect you against people who are violating the laws. So tomorrow we will be back. There was a prelude. It's about 1:57 a.m. It's 2 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock in the morning here in Belgium. That's the sacrifice we are making. In the United States, I'm sure it is in the day there. In Liberia, it will be like 12 o'clock, going to 1 o'clock in Liberia, because the time have changed here in Belgium. It have come down by 1 o'clock, down by 1 hour in the summer, and then in the winter it's going to clock up to 2 hours ahead of Liberia. So for those of you, our audiences in Liberia, I'm sorry that we came on late, but we are upgrading it every day. We're trying to make your platform to be great. Okay, we still need more instruments. Okay, we need more instruments. We want dual view cameras to be able to add onto our views. Thanks to a good Samaritan who promised us, and some of these people will be helping the platform. Okay, there have been some commitments. We want to bring in panelists on the platform, most especially people of the same mindset, okay, that will be able to buttress the efforts of the government, okay. But some of that we sacrifice to come and do these things voluntarily. Some of these people, especially the person mostly that I want to bring on the platform, okay, is Jessica Hardings, one of the most analytical young lady that I've seen on these social media. I want to bring her on the platform. Okay. I want to bring her up on the platform. But look, let me tell you, that sometimes for us we sacrifice, okay? But there are some that there for to bring people on the platform, we have to look, people can't come and sit 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours on the platform, okay? They neglect all the things they have to do, and if we decided to do it, the cost is upon us. Okay, if we do not get anything, but if we want to bring people in, the cost of the movement of the people, okay, protecting this government, protecting our party, we have to compensate them. Okay, so we're still trying to reach here and there, wherever someday we will get some commitment, we'll bring some valuable people on the platform to be able to exchange ideas. Sometimes some of our brothers from the opposition want to come on the platform, but the fact here is that there is a pro-government platform. We are not here to really argue, but sometimes we can spice it up. We can bring you people on, but it's not going to be an everyday thing to bring opposition on the platform. We are afraid of opposition. Y'all know them. My mom can spend time. My mom never goes to spend time. I look at battle. You can bring sedition here. You can bring ANC here. You can bring ALP here. You can bring CMC here. I can put 4 different political institution representatives on the platform, and I said here, y'all know my mouth never goes to spend time. I can beat them heads down. But we are not here to confuse our audience. Here is pro-government, JMB, JKK, UP, and the Liberian government, period. That is it on this platform. So we want to bring all our panelists, especially we want to make it gender equivalent, where we can bring some very, very smart young women. Sometimes we just want to talk about social issues and forget about the politics. There are so many things that affect our community, in our communities in Liberia, in the Europe, in Canada, in the United States, in the Asia, in other places. We want to diversify the platform, but it is costly to bring people as panelists. I want to make it gender sensitive. I want to make it gender equality. And we won't do that. This platform, I can show anybody it is your platform. It is the people's platform. And we will not give up on y'all. Whether we get the support or we do not get the support, we will continue to podcast and bring you the message. We will continue to demystify the falsehood brought by the opposition. Just before we go, look, you see, Akara's Gray. Let me just talk about Akara's Gray and Prince 2 a little bit. Okay. Now, Akara's Gray is saying a lot of things about Prince 2. Let me pause this a little bit. Now, what you are looking at there is the district building or hall that was constructed by Prince 2. Okay? Now, Akara's Gray is vilifying this guy and saying the guy have done nothing. I hope I have the photo of what Akara's Gray built in the district for his people in terms of public latrine. I'm not seeing it yet. Akara's Gray built a public latrine in his district, supposedly for the people. Now, that is an insult to the people. Okay, I'm not getting it. I'm not funny. Okay, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get it here. Okay, I just want to put it up because we are almost off the podcast. Okay, we are almost off the podcast, but for 12 years, Akara's Gray was representative of the people of District Number 8. Okay, where is it? Oh, this thing is not. It's not coming up. I'm coming, guys. Just 1 minute. I put it on. It is image. It is image. Let me see if I can import it. No, it's not. It's not popping up. But Akara's Gray built some nonsense in the district when he was when he I have to put this thing up. Okay, I try to put it up through video link from the laptop to the phone, but it is not going. So let me see if I can if I can import it through WhatsApp for you guys to be able to see it. Okay, because you know these people, The reason why you see people that are colors gray, they are talking the way they are talking is because they are frustrated. They are frustrated to the extent that when you have somebody who has succeeded you, I mean, the CDC is in a state of disarray, okay? And it has to be. It has to be. It's not popping. It's not popping up. I don't know why it's not popping up. Okay, it's not popping up. It's not popping up. I don't know why it's not popping up. But let me just leave it at that. But Carlos Gray built some mess in his district, okay? Because community toilets. Is that what you think a woman? Let's forget about us men. Okay? Even though we are important, but we give more value to women. Any decent man will give more value to women. But Carlos Gray goes and builds a public latrine. Okay? He goes and builds a public latrine. And that latrine is what he expects a woman. I'm not going to say a decent woman, because every woman is decent and unique in her own way. So most of you women who are in that district and want to applaud a Carlos, look, we're going to talk extensively about this thing tomorrow. The decency of an everyday Liberian woman has to be emphasized every other day. Let's respect, let's forget about us men. But you cannot build that kind of a thing and think you can, a woman can go and squat on it to use. You cannot treat other women like that. You know, that place that you built, you call latrine, the condition. You know you will never allow the woman that you got married to in Paris here at Carlos Gray. You will never allow that woman to use that latrine. Because that woman is not a man who has to stand to peep. She has to squat. And you know when a woman squats, what it is. And you disrespect the women of your district because you play on their ignorance. They are not educated to understand what you did. You have insulted their womanhood. A priesthood built a money structure for the community. You send part of talk. No, guys, I don't want to talk a lot tonight. We're going to talk extensively on this thing tomorrow. These buckers have sat and exploited our country. They exploited our country and they want to sit and look. Let me tell you, look, I'm going to be very aggressive every day on these buckers. My social media performance is passive, it's aggressive. And when it comes to seditions, these are one groups of cannibals, rogues, criminals, thieves that I cannot hold back on. When it reaches to them, every fabric that runs through me, it is like pinching and squeezing me. To use the most harshest words on them. It's so bad that I'm not rich with vocabularies. But I got mouth, I can talk the pepper bird. So we're going to take on them. Start the podcast. We are glad that Mustafa is in Liberia to partnership with the government of the Republic of Liberia. Even though Liberians are crying out, you have to wake up from your slumber. If you act illegal, the government will act legal. We will break illegal structures down. We will build our country. But at the same time, while we break these illegal structures down. Whether you are in the alleyway, it is illegal. Whether you build a 20 stories building, it is illegal. We will break it down. Liberia was developed. The country is bigger than you as an individual. While we understand your pain, Liberia is greater than you. And Liberia comes first. Thank you for watching. Share the podcast. While you go, we will talk extensively tomorrow about what we talk about tonight. Tonight is just a prelude to the fire that you will be hearing tomorrow.
If you'd like a short version, a chorus on, or a different style, just tell me.
My name is Mustafa Njai, and the
And a mother brave and bold, raised by uncles. From the village to the capital, the journey wasn't paved in gold. Born with little but a dream, and a mother brave and bold, raised by uncles, guided by hands only heaven could send. Destiny help us on the road where the mountain meets the wind. Oh, the story of a humble flame, rising through the storm and rain. President BOAKAI, may the skies above Liberia stay bright. Thank you for Mama Liberia, thank you for restoring hope again. You turn the whisper to a nation's song. From the footsteps of the fields to the leader of the land, carrying the prayers of the people gently in your hand. Not a crown made of diamonds, just a heart that understands that the greatest kind of power is to serve where you stand. And we ride on the wings of tomorrow.
Thank you, Lorena. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Macari. Thank you, Zena. Thank you, Papi. Every one of you who created the program tonight. Thank you. I want to appreciate you. There's a program, but every day, share it to people so they can subscribe to this particular channel. You can also go on YouTube. We will place the link of our YouTube channel on the page. You click on it, you go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Because sometimes maybe you wouldn't want to watch it from here on Facebook. You want to watch it from YouTube. You can just click on YouTube and you will watch the program from YouTube. Okay? So, that's what it is. Okay? Thanks for being there tonight. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you also for everything. You are some of the people who give us strength every day to do what we do.
If you'd like a short version,
thank you.
chorus on,
Thank
or a
you.
different style,
Thank you.
just tell me.
Thank you.
You're the apple of my eyes. I'm doing what I can. You're the rhythm in my chest when the day gets heavy. You're my sun, my moon, my everything. Oh, what can I do to make you really see? Every beat I've got is beating for you only. You're the apple of my eyes, my sweetest dream. My sun, my moon, my everything. What can I do to make you understand? You're the apple of my eyes. I'm doing what I can. rhythm in my chest when the day gets heavy. You're my sun, my moon, my everything. What can I do to make you really see? Every beat I've got is beating for you only. You're the apple of my eyes, my sweetest dream. My sun, my moon, my everything.
So, thanks for being there, guys. Thanks for being there tonight. Okay, there is how we come to the end of the political replay tonight. There's a prelude to what we will be doing tomorrow. God bless y'all, Zena, Mary, Lorena, Bill, Lucarin, Mukarin, okay, Zena, all of you guys, beautiful people who've been on the podcast tonight. I really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. There's a prelude, and Taf Mustafa is in Liberia to help build thousands of middle income housing for Liberia all around the country. And we will be speaking tomorrow. We have people calling him to talk to the president, to talk to the Senate, to talk to the House of Representatives, whatever it should be in terms of concession, that it should be accelerated because the Liberian people deserve better. Thanks for being there. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. There's the political replay.